What's going on, guys? Figured it's time for another Blu-ray update video. I got a huge stack to go through. I was kind of waiting for one final thing to come in, and I will explain that later in the video. But let's just get right fucking to it. Alright, guys, so we got 25 total pickups since the last video, which I want to say was like two and a half weeks ago. I'm going to show you the first two that I did an unboxing for one of them, and I can't remember if I showed the other one or not. So the one I did the unboxing for is Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, the Best Buy Metal Pack exclusive. If you haven't watched my video, check it out. Tell me what you think. There's the inside for you. Yeah, this is the first metal pack I ever got. I love this movie. I absolutely love this movie. Can't wait to watch it again. The other one, which I honestly don't remember if I showed you guys or not, was the 22 Jump Street Steelbook from Target. Pretty cool Steelbook. I do remember showing you guys this one because I remember explaining why I went with this. So yeah, those are the two. I couldn't remember if I showed you or not. Alright, now we'll jump into some of just the regular Blu-ray releases I picked up. First one I got here is Only God Forgives. I got this on eBay for about $3, I want to say. Brand new, sealed. It's by Nicholas Winding Refn, who did Drive, which I like that movie a lot. Haven't heard the greatest things about this, but I still want to check it out, and I figured for the price, why not? I also just picked up Valhalla Rising, which I ordered it last night, so I don't have it yet, but I really want to see that one. That one looks really fucking good to me. It's Only God Forgives. Next up, a movie I've yet to get through. I think I've put it on 3 or 4 times now in my life, and I've never finished it, so one of these days I'm going to sit down and fucking finish it. That's Lost in Translation. I think I just get bored with it. I don't know why. I love Bill Murray. I don't know. I'm going to finish this movie someday. I picked up this when I was deciding I was going to expand my P.T. Anderson collection, and I believe this was the only movie I actually picked up at that time. That's Magnolia. I've never seen it, but I've had it in my hands multiple times to go ahead and buy it, and just never have. So finally I was able to get this. Actually, I got this, Lost in Translation, and the next Blu-ray all together on eBay for about $12, so wasn't a bad deal. This is something I'm going to watch soon, probably before I go to see Inherent Vice. I know, I feel like everyone's seen it and I haven't, so I got to check it out. And the other one, which to me was just kind of a throw-in, was Patriot Games. Never seen it. I love Harrison Ford. Figured why the hell not. It was only a couple of bucks on top of the other one, so I'll check that out eventually. Then we got the big stack here of a few different things, so we'll jump right into it. First one, picked up Guardians of the Galaxy. This is the Walmart exclusive slipcover with Star-Lord on it. I really wanted the one with the rocket, but when I got there, all they had left was 2 copies of the Star-Lord one, 2 copies of Groot, which I was kind of between the two, but I like Star-Lord's character better. And then they had like 7 or 8 copies of Gamora. No Drax, no Rocket. So what I did with this, I don't know if anyone else saw it, I think it was on Twitter or Reddit. When you take the slipcover off, they had an alternative cover that you could basically download. It's hand cut by me, so it didn't come out that great, but it still looks really fucking cool. There's the spine for you with Groot's picture up here. And so what I did is I just took the regular cover and flipped it around, put it on the inside. So yeah, I thought, why not? And the reason I picked this up is because I was able to pre-order this. This is the Best Buy exclusive steelbook of Guardians of the Galaxy, and I don't want to unwrap this yet. It seems like it's been really difficult for people to come across, so I'd like to hold on to it a little bit longer to see if it actually becomes rare. I don't know if it will or won't, but yeah, so I picked up the Walmart version, so I actually have one I can watch. So I got 2 copies of Guardians of the Galaxy. Next up, I have 5 new Studio Ghibli films, finally. I was a little disappointed in a few of them. I ordered most of them, all of them actually, on eBay. Some of them, the slipcovers came in a little bit damaged, and seller wasn't very cooperative, so I'm stuck with them. But I got My Neighbor Totoro. You can see on this one a bit of the, I don't know if you'll see it on the camera here, but some of the damage there. I explained to him as a collector, we like these things to be pristine, especially when they're advertised as brand new, and it's just kind of unacceptable if they come in this way and he wasn't willing to offer a replacement, basically just ship it back for my money back, but I don't want to go through that process with him. So anyways, I got My Neighbor Totoro, Nausicaa, actually I can't remember if I showed you guys these, but I got Kiki's Delivery Service, one of the new releases. Ooh, stack over here's falling over. Howl's Moving Castle. And the one I've been dying to see for a long time, which I finally got, I only spent like 16 bucks on it too, was Ponyo. With the slipcover, which I know has become difficult to come across. I wish it didn't have the sticker on there, but I guess I can live with that. Also, through all my Disney reward points, or whatever the hell those things are that come with it, I picked up a Blu-ray. It was free, and it kind of reminded me of my childhood, so I picked up Winnie the Pooh, the movie. I've never seen it, but it's a nice, heavy set for something that I basically got for free. The slipcover is kind of big. The movie just slides right out. Kind of odd, but yeah, not bad for a free Blu-ray. I'll take it. Next up, I don't know what it was, but or where it was. It was when I went to see Boyhood for the first time. This trailer played for this movie, and I thought it looked like your typical kind of romantic comedy, but it looked a little bit better, and it looked funny, kind of had a twist to it. That's About Time. So I wanted to pick it up, and I could never find it at like a reasonable price. So I went to Target to buy something else that you'll see in a few seconds, and they had it at Target for like 12 bucks. Had the slipcover. Figured I'd pick it up. I haven't watched it yet, but I don't know. It looks like it'll be better than what I expect it to be, or what I would expect a movie like this to be. So, About Time. Another eBay pickup that I grabbed just for the holidays. The original Christmas Classics. I think I spent $11 on it. It's got Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and Santa Claus is Coming to Town. It's in a box here, and it's two separate Blu-ray cases. So I got disc 1 here, which is Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And I assume the other two would be on disc 2. Yeah. So disc 2. Figured why not? Why not for the holiday season? I'll watch them eventually. I know they're always on TV, but be curious to see what they look like in Blu-ray. And then, yeah, when I got About Time, this is what I was going there to find. If you watch my Dawn of the Planet of the Apes unboxing, you'll know this is what I was looking for originally. And I finally got it. It's Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, the Digibook. Pretty cool set, and it was only 12 bucks. So, you know, can't go wrong with that. And finally, before we get into the good stuff, I picked up Stanley Kubrick's Fear and Desire. It's a Kino Classics release, Library of Congress. Let's get the little box, the movie, of course. Never seen it, but I did want to try to complete my Kubrick collection. I think this does it, for at least of movies of his that have been released. So Kubrick's Fear and Desire. Alright guys, now to get into the real meat of this video here. Hope you're hung around this long to check this out. This was going to be a separate video entirely, but I kind of got fucked over. So, as everyone knows, a few weeks ago was Barnes & Noble's 50% off the Criterion collection sale, which I feel like most collectors take advantage of just because it's a good time of the year to pick up movies that are typically really expensive, and just the release themselves are so much better than what most other studios are putting out or companies are putting out. So basically what happened was I ordered 6 total Criterion releases, and I got the package in the mail. It was much quicker than the first package I had ordered during the sale. It only took about a week to get here. So fucking excited. I run inside the house, grab the box, go downstairs, start opening it up, and I'm flipping through all the releases, checking out the special features, you know, doing that. And then I realized that one's missing entirely. So I figured out which one it was, emailed or chatted or whatever the fuck it is with Barnes & Noble. And for the whole process is more difficult than I expected it to be, but eventually they refunded me a little bit of money. So it looked like one of the cases had been damaged. And then they shipped out the Blu-ray for me. The gentleman I was talking to on the Barnes & Noble website, said that I would have it by Monday. It just came in this afternoon, so there's the holdup, everybody. That one that held everything up, though. So by the way, I got 6 releases from Barnes & Noble, and I picked up 1 more on eBay. And again, most of these, when I buy Criterions, typically a lot of them are blind buys that I'll explore later. Typically just movies I've heard people talk about or have heard good things about, or just that interest me for one reason or another. The one that held everything up, though, was Roman Polanski's Repulsion. Roman Polanski, I know his story, but as a director, I really do like his work. And him being Polish is another reason that I want to get more into his stuff. So Repulsion seems to stand out to me. I was going to get Rosemary's Baby, but I feel like that's always on Netflix. So I could start with Repulsion and eventually get to Rosemary's Baby and maybe pick it up on Criterion. But yeah, first one, Repulsion. It's by number 483. Of course, you get the backside. Won't be able to read anything here. Sorry, guys. It's actually kind of tough to read in person, too. Of course, the booklet and the disc inside. So yeah, pretty excited for that one. Next up, film by Ingmar Bergman, which I've never, believe it or not, seen any of his movies, but this one, again, appealed to me, so I picked it up. It's Persona. It's a digipack, spy number 701. Again, a heavy set. Of course, it slides. Ooh. Of course, it slides out of the box here. So you got the front of the packaging here, and the back side there. You open it up. You got the Blu-ray disc on this side, and the 2 DVDs on this side, and then a real substantial booklet inside here, full of stuff. It's got Persistence of Persona, so it's an essay, Bergman on Persona, B.B. Anderson on Bergman, and some stuff about the actual transfer. So a real nice set, especially for one that was no more expensive than Repulsion, which doesn't come with that much stuff. So yeah, Persona, Ingmar Bergman. Next up, we got El Aventura. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but it's a film by Michelangelo Antonioni. I'm butchering his name. Antonioni. There we go. Michelangelo Antonioni. This is a release I had been waiting for. I was going to pick up the DVD, but I decided I'm going to hold out for the Blu-ray, and good thing I did. I've never seen it, but I've always wanted to see it. There's, I forget where, but it came to my attention at one point or another when I was reading about film or something like that, and just it stood out to me, and I've always wanted to watch it. I'd started, I think, on my flight back from California over the summer. I'd watched about the first 15 minutes of it, and then we had to shut off our electronic devices. So I never actually got a chance to getting around to finishing it, but this is extremely high on my list. It's a long movie. It's about 2.5 hours or so, and it's all in Italian, so I don't know, for me, I feel like with foreign films sometimes I have a hard time finding a good time to watch them, because I'm just so fucking exhausted at the end of the day that I can't sit there and read subtitles. So this might be a weekend kind of movie for me. But yeah, it's kind of a bare bones release. It doesn't really have much special features. It's got the 4K restoration, commentary by a film historian, an analysis of the film in 3 parts. That actually sounds kind of cool. Documents and testimonies, a 58-minute documentary. Actually, it's got more than I would give it credit for. I apologize about that. Criterion, and of course, inside you get the disc, and it's not really a booklet with this one. It's more of like a, so let me get out of here. It's more like a fold-out, which is a little disappointing. I hope that Criterion doesn't continue down that path. For the price we're paying for these things, I want books, not pamphlets. So, yeah. Next up, a director who have always wanted to get more into, and I don't know what has been holding me back. So I've decided just to add as many of his movies to my collection as I possibly can, and this is the one I chose this time around. That's The Last Metro by Francois Truffaut, not Francois. Yeah, I don't know if this is an old copy or something, because it comes with the slipcover, kind of like the 400 Blows release, which I have the same way. I know you can buy the regular, like, Amaray clear type case or whatever on their website for $5, but this is fine for me. Again, I don't know much about this film. I like Truffaut. I've only seen 400 Blows, but it's one of my favorite movies, so I figured I'd pick up The Last Metro. Again, it's got this slip cover. It falls out there. It's got some art front and back. The inside here. And then it's got like a little pocket with the booklet in it. So not a bad release. Again, I just don't know, did I get an old copy, or is this the new copy and the old copy came in the clear case? It doesn't matter to me, but I would be curious to know. See if Barnes & Noble was ripping me off again. And next up, this is actually, I watched this one the other night, and holy shit, just mind-blowingly interesting. I got about halfway through this movie, and I was sitting there on the couch just kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to finish this. I don't know if I like this. But I toughed it out, and by the end of the movie, I was so glad that I did. It's Weekend by Jean-Luc Godard. Holy shit, this is interesting. Fucking all over the place, crazy. I don't want to say too much about it because I think everyone needs to see this movie. Yeah, just go out and watch this movie. And like I said, myself getting like halfway through, I was kind of like, I don't know about this. If you feel that way when you're watching it, just finish it. It's fucking awesome. So yeah, I passed out after I finished it. Woke up the next day, I couldn't stop thinking about it. I was all over, the web trying to find more information on it. So I haven't watched many of the special features, but I plan on it. Even the disc looks really cool. There's the booklet. This actually comes with a pretty nice booklet. A real heavy, thick book, which is nice. Actually, no, I did watch one of the special features. It was the video essay by Kent Jones. That was pretty good. Explained the movie a little bit better. Kind of helped you better understand what the hell you just sat through. So, Weekend. See it. And the last one I picked up from Barnes & Noble, the Jacques Tati Complete Collection. I got into Jacques Tati when I was in college. I've only seen, I want to say, 3 of his movies. Monsieur Hulot's Holiday, Monocle, and Playtime. I don't remember a terrible amount about them. I don't know, is it the right phrase? Oh, fuck it. I don't remember that much about him. I remember laughing my ass off. I remember thinking that his style of comedy, even though it's older, it's not dated. So I wanted to get this set. I bought this last, used the extra coupon on Black Friday, whatever the hell that was. I only ended up paying about $42 for this. So I cannot wait, as they all fucking slide out, I cannot wait to dive into this collection. It comes with a disc of short films, Parade, Jour de Fête, I don't speak French, guys, Traffic, Playtime, Monocle, Monsieur Hulot's Holiday, and then, of course, a booklet. I'm not going to take it out because it's kind of a pain in the ass to get back in. But if you've never seen any of his movies, guys, I highly recommend checking them out because they're great. And now I can maybe sell my copy of Playtime that I have on the regular release that's out of print. I don't know if it's going to be worth anything now that this is out, but anyways. And then finally, the one pickup I got off eBay that's also Criterion. Another director for a while I've just kind of wanted to get into, and decided this was $15, so why the hell not? It's World on a Wire by R.W. Fassbender. I don't know much about it. I know it's a sci-fi movie in the vein of, on the back it says, Stanley Kubrick, Kurt Vonnegut, and Philip K. Dick. 3 pretty awesome guys in my opinion. So I'll pick this one up. I'll check it out eventually. I know it's like 3 hours long or something, so it might take me a while to get around to it, but I definitely plan on watching it. Of course, you get the inside here. So yeah, guys, that's my pickups since the last video. I don't honestly remember when that was. I'm not going to look at the moment, but let me know what you think. What you guys been picking up, if you guys got anything similar to what I got. And give it a thumbs up down below. And subscribe if you haven't. Thanks, guys.